Yes, well, I would also like to talk about the impact of the net zero madness on the United Kingdom. Firstly, because we're in the United Kingdom. Secondly, because I'm chairman of Reform UK. And thirdly, most importantly, because I love this country and I care deeply about it. You know, the first thing I would say is that the energy policy of the United Kingdom should promote the flourishing of its citizens. And what does that mean? It means it should promote a flourishing, fast-growing, booming economy. It should create great jobs for British people. And, let's be clear about this, in the long run, it must ensure we all have clean air to breathe and a beautiful country in which to live. Let's also be clear about something else, that these policies known as the net zero policies that have been promoted by successive British governments have done the opposite, the very opposite of those things. They've cost millions of jobs, they have debilitated the economy of this country, and they've promoted enormous unacceptable hardship on British people, hard-working British people. There are no examples in history, zero, of fast-growing economies that have high energy costs. As has been said already here, including by Sir Paul Marshall just a moment ago, the United Kingdom has the most expensive electricity prices in the developed world. What does that mean? We have an economy that doesn't grow, and an economy that is in decline in per capita terms. Let's look at the United States, where clearly we have a large contingent here. The United States pays half as much for its electricity. Its economy is growing at 3–3.5%. China pays 70% less than we do. Their economy is growing at 5%. We have the most expensive electricity in the world, and our economy does not grow at all. So what do we do about this? There are a few solutions. Number one, we need to start drilling in the North Sea immediately, at once, and without delay. The fact that we are not doing this is one of the most catastrophic acts of self-harm in this country's history. Secondly, we should be proliferating small modular reactors at great speed across this country. Thankfully, we have a company called Rolls-Royce in this country. They're pretty darn good at engineering. They've made a pretty good job over it over many, many, many years. They have an amazing product in terms of SMRs. These small modular reactors, they're the size of about 2 football pitches. They create enough power, they can supply 1 million homes, and yes, they're emission-free. Why are they not being proliferated? Why are they not all over this country as we speak to make energy cheap and abundant? 2 reasons. One, the Tories are incompetent, shambolic, and cowardly, present company notwithstanding, of course. And the Labour Party are in no small part funded by renewables companies. So that's what we need to be doing. We need to be doing that at great speed. And I want to say this as somebody who built a tech company. We all need to understand what time it is. We are in an AI arms race, and the number one limiting factor on those massive GPU clusters, these AI supercomputers that are being built at enormous speed in the United States and by all accounts now in China via Singapore, is energy prices, is energy. And we are in this insane situation now where the big 5 US technology companies, private companies, have 40% as much energy capacity in their ownership as a sovereign nation of the United Kingdom, and they will overtake us within 7 years. Ask yourself this: who do you think has a better sense of the threats and opportunities in the world? Mark Zuckerberg and Jeff Bezos, or Mad Ed Miliband?